Welcome back to the show! This week, we have special guest, potential co-star, co-host, whatever you want to call it, Michael motherfucking Clarkson.
Let's go.
Fun fact, you're the first person I made friends with in middle school. And I'm like, oh, this is easy. Day one, already make a new friend. Middle school is going to be
Easy.
fun. It's easy now.
It's going to be a blast, man.
It was horrible. I hated middle school.
I'm happy that happened for you, and you're good, but at the same time, fuck you. This is my friend.
Whoa, man.
You weren't even in middle school.
Yeah, I was a little fifth grader.
But as always, we got Justin here as well. Yeah. So this week's episode is going to be creepy stories, not creepy pastas, if you're familiar with those. Those are like fictional, like internet stories. But,
like the subreddit I was telling you.
Yeah,
okay.
Do you want to start?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I only have one story, but
It's all good.
And then, also, shout out to my dad for buying this microphone for us.
Nice.
it's a fancy mic.
You guys are going to notice the
Very
sound
nice.
quality. It's good.
We'll see. It's a
We'll
little.
see,
It's,
then.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see how everything
Humble
works.
beginnings.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to tell them what to think.
Exactly.
What? The psyop
Alright.
begins now.
So, this one, this comes from the Glitch in the Matrix subreddit, titled, "My pen pal wasn't ... real?" A few years ago, I made a pen pal from another state through a website. We talked a lot with very extensive and specific letters for about a year and some months. She told me about her childhood, her high school experience, and what she was going through at the time. Her family, her house, her city, everything. One day, she tells me that she was going on a vacation and couldn't send letters, so she sends me her Instagram in case of an emergency, if I needed to talk to her. Honestly, I tried to find her before on social media, but her name and surname were too common. Also, I feel like that's kind of a weird detail. Like, this is just a pen pal. This is not a police officer or a family member. Just weird that she's like, in case of emergency.
She might just be greasing the wheels for what's to come.
That's what I'm thinking. We were very close, and I didn't like talking to my pen pals on social media. But one day, I wanted to tell her about an accomplishment I made. I go to the user she sent me, but it didn't seem very active. She had no bio, no profile picture, and only one photo. I recognized her face because we sent pictures of each other. I opened the photo and see it was from 2016, and it had so many comments. Weird, she had almost no followers. I thought maybe this isn't her main account anymore. But then I opened the comments. She was dead. Her comments were family members, friends she talked to me about. They were all giving their condolences and saying how much they missed her. I didn't know what to think, so I tried and look up what happened to her. Apparently someone murdered her early in 2017, the year we started writing to each other.
Oh, shit.
Thinking it was a bad joke, how could it be? Maybe she made it all up? I keep on writing letters as if nothing happened. I asked her specifically about 2017, though, if it was a good year or not. She tells me a lot of things that happened that year, and that she went out with a creepy guy for a while. I don't write to her anymore after that, and I haven't received any letters from her, but it still haunts me, and I still don't understand what the hell happened there.
Before we get into this, are there any updates?
So there is an update,
okay,
but
wait, let me talk.
it was juicy.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll save it. So.
Okay, so does it say how old either of them are?
I don't think it does. I'm assuming like late high school, early college.
Okay, Mike, what do you think? Who do you think it is writing on the dead girl's end? Who do you think is in control of her?
The killer.
The killer.
So the thing that gets me is like, this could be like it could be the killer, and it's like a sick thrill for them because the Instagram came from the killer.
I feel like that'd be too obvious for the story's sake. But that is kind of what.
But that would be extra creepy.
Yeah. For
the person writing.
As the girl.
Yeah.
It could also be one of the family members. Like, I don't know who would have access to her accounts.
But it's like that's the part that gets me. Why supply the Instagram? Because, like, especially if that's the only post, whoever is writing as this girl, they know their pen pal is going to see it. So, like, I could see that being, like, a trophy thing for the killer.
Oh.
It's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You think it's the killer?
I think...
I don't know who would be sick enough
That's
besides
my
the
best
killer
guess.
to.
Yeah.
That's
Because
crazy.
even a
So,
family member, like, that has bad energy around it.
how long were they writing since 2017?
Maybe it was a family member that killed her.
Yeah, a plot thickens.
Yeah, man.
For
That
about a
happens.
year and some months.
Okay,
So
that's interesting. Alright, you're going with the killer.
Yeah.
I'm
What are you thinking?
that it might be. It just feels too obvious, but I don't
that
know.
it is the killer.
Yeah, I don't
just
know who else it would be.
like, yeah, I feel like no one else really like
Like
fits
would
the
fuck
bill.
around with that. Like
Right.
someone who made it. All right, I guess to keep it going, I'll say I think it's the killer as well.
Okay. All right.
Such a follower, dude.
Not not to disappoint you guys. But the update is like more speculative, so it's not like,
Oh, okay.
No definitive answer. It's fine.
Well, then we can think
we'll
more
never
about it.
know. We'll never know.
Alright,
But
Jeez.
update. After everyone told me that I was talking to the murderer, I got very freaked out. That never crossed my mind. I did some research and found out that they had two suspects, her boyfriend and her stepmother, but they both went to jail in 2018. They released the stepmother a while later and closed the case saying the boyfriend did it. He got many years, so he must be in prison still, hopefully. His name and face aren't public, of course, so I couldn't know for sure if he's free, but he probably isn't. Anyway, someone said it could have been a family member or friend not knowing how to cope, and I think that might be the most logical answer.
Yeah.
I really felt like I was talking to her all the time, though, but it could be that. I should do something more, try to reach out to someone who knew her, but it low-key scares me. Oh, another clarification.
Cool.
The webpage that we met through asked for ID picture and a bunch of other stuff for security measures. It's designed for teenagers so they don't get catfished. What does that have to do with it? So, like, whoever was the pen pal had access to the girl's ID?
I think that's only when you're first creating the account, though.
Yeah. That would be my thought. So, like, that's not really, like, conclusive. Because, I mean, a murderer could end up with her wallet and ID. A family member also.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't think about the aspect of... Because I'm thinking, like, if a family member did it, like, they're fucked up in the head. But, like, yes, in a, like, non-aggressive way. Like, they didn't know how to cope.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I can see that as well. That's probably the best guess. I don't think it would be the killer.
Especially
because they think it was the boyfriend, right?
Yeah, but,
Such
like,
a bizarre...
what if it wasn't? Like, what if the killer's still out there and, like, we have to get him?
I don't even know where they live.
We're going to bring him down.
We're not doing anything.
We're going to keep reading Reddit stories.
Exactly.
Saving the world one Reddit story at a time.
Yeah.
It's such a bizarre situation. I have no idea what to think of it.
I can't imagine, like, stumbling upon that Instagram and being like,
I would...
What?
I would find it super... That would be, like, earth-shattering to, like, someone who's been, like...
Yeah.
Potentially, like, telling, like, personal stuff, and it turns out you have no idea who this person is. Like,
I don't know why.
But it's like one thing to be catfish, but then to be catfishing like someone who's fucking dead. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's the ghost. It's the fucking ghost.
I don't know. That's kind of where I thought she was going at first, but I don't know why I thought about this. So when you guys, say you're like in a situation that like should scare you, right? Like whether it's like a jump scare in a horror movie, or if you like, I don't know, hit a deer, just off the top of the head. Same. How do you react? Because I noticed, I personally, like, I think I look calm, and you can't really see, like, a lot of movement out of me, but internally I'm like, oh, fuck.
I don't know, I don't have a lot of, like, real-world situations where I've actually been scared, but when it comes to, like, movies and video games, yeah, I usually, like, curse or, like, yell. It depends on how bad the jump scare is. I don't know, although I will say for real world situations, I kind of terrified of spiders, but in a way that like it's
jump.
Yeah, I wouldn't jump. That being said, it's not going to stop me from also killing that fucking spider. Like I'm not so afraid of them that I can't go near it. Like I'm not going to jump on a fucking stool and be like, you know.
I feel like you're more disgusted by them than
I don't know.
Right, than like fearful.
Yeah.
I think
like
part of it,
gross, you know,
because there really isn't anything that like when I think of like things that scare me, that's definitely one that like pops out. I think part of it is earliest instance where I can think where I got afraid of a spider was seeing Lord of the Rings. forget
Oh,
which one it is. Is it the second or the third one with the fucking big ass spider?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
I think it's I want to say it's the second, but yeah, I think it's the second.
I
But
should
there's
know
this
this,
big
man.
ass, there's this big
I
ass
don't.
spider, and it fucks up Frodo and wraps him up, and that is terrifying.
That reminds me of the big spider
I feel
in
like her
the
name's
second movie
Sheila.
of
I can't remember.
It's like Sheila or
Harry
something.
Potter. Did you see that
yeah,
one?
that one's also pretty creepy.
That was a good one.
And Harry
Wait, what
Potter 2?
Yeah,
2?
the second one.
That was
I don't think I saw that.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yep. They have to go into, like, they follow the spiders.
The forest.
Yeah, and Ron's like, why couldn't it be follow the butterflies?
Man.
And so they go to, like, the Forbidden Forest.
I love
or
Ron,
whatever.
man.
Yeah. All this talk of Chambers of Secrets and Forbidden Forest.
Justin's getting turned on over here. So it's taboo.
But on your point, I think I react to scary things the same way you do. I'm very cool, calm, and collected, but at the same time, like I definitely feel my heart racing, and I get, you know, I feel the adrenaline and all that. But from the outside looking in, I'm
like you look.
I'm stoic.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty stoic.
It's funny.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel like that's the same for me. Like I'll literally feel my organs jump.
Yeah.
But like I'm just sitting.
I'm that
Like,
way
I
even
look
with like
calm.
difficult situations where I'm like, like my mother and family close members would be like, I can't believe you're not freaking out right now. Like, why are you not doing? I'm like,
I am. I'm just
You know
not
what I mean?
showing it.
Yeah.
exactly. That's definitely.
What are you guys? So I said that like spiders. That's like one that I'm like afraid of. Do you guys have any like fears or irrational fears?
I think like a legit phobia, obviously like undiagnosed, but like I feel like the extent of the fear is so bad, I would call it a phobia. Heights.
I was gonna guess that for you
Yeah.
because I know you don't like roller
Dude,
coasters.
I don't like roller coasters. I barely like flying. Although I think that's a weird distinction because like I definitely do not like heights by like any imagination, but flying I don't mind so much.
It's definitely one of those things where you kind of have to do it to get.
Yeah. I think I realized last time I flew was probably like 3-4 years ago. And I was kind of like grappling with this fear of heights, like on the flight. And I realized in that moment, I was like, I think I wanted to be in control. And I'm like, I can't fly a fucking plane.
Yeah.
I'm not a pilot. Like,
You'd
it's
be
better
more
that I'm
scared
not
if
in
you-
control. So, like, that actually made me calm down. I was like,
Okay.
all right, I'm in good hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
glad-
I would hope so.
I'm glad the person flying the plane knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Better him than me. Am I right? What about you?
It's hard to say. I think my
Like, you
fear
ever-
is more social.
Okay.
I would say public speaking is a big one for me.
Yeah.
I do it every now and then with like maybe groups of like 10 or 20 people. Once I get into it, I feel a lot better. But I mean, right before it, it's honestly it's the worst thing for me.
I think for me, like, you know how they say like exposure therapy is good for like getting over any kind of fear or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to have a fear of public speaking, but due to work and things like that, I definitely like got over it. I don't feel like heights are like that for me.
Oh,
Like, I don't
okay.
think
Like
there's
you can
anything,
get over it. Like,
I don't. It doesn't feel like there's anything I can do where I'll be like, I'm not afraid of heights. Like, it's not so bad. Every time, dude, I'll be like 15 feet in the air, and I'm like, I want to get down.
The closest I could relate to that, I mean, sometimes I get like social anxiety if I'm at a place where I don't know anybody that fucks with me. But like doing open mics.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I hate that.
it can be pretty nerve wracking. But like once I get past, like once I like start, it's not that bad. But like it's just like the build up of it because you get so in your head.
Yeah.
And you're so afraid of like messing up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my hands, like it's crazy. Like actually, they start shaking. It's bad.
Yeah. It's weird how like that thought does fuck with your performance.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
simply
sure.
just being like I wonder how I'm doing, or I hope I'm doing good, whatever. Like getting out of that state where you're just focused and in the moment, you're done. Like whatever you're doing, you're not performing 100%.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience with that because when I went to school, I got a scholarship to play the cello, so I had to play the cello and I had to do these classes. And every semester we had to play a piece that we prepared in front of faculty, and they would grade it. And it's just you. Sometimes, I mean, depending on the piece, you would have an accompaniment someone there
Okay,
playing
yeah.
with you, but it's mainly it's you playing that they're grading. And the times where I was most in my head, I botched like the beginning, all that. Like, yeah, that's when I made the most mistakes for
Yeah,
sure, man.
definitely.
It's I would be shaking and stuff like because
Yeah,
I admire these people and they're grading me, and it's just yeah. Now all
yeah.
your inadequacies are in
Laying
display,
there.
and it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely.
I
Jeez.
think what helps for performing
Mm,
an instrument in that sense is it's nice when it's like a piece or song that you enjoy playing, and if you can
yeah.
kind of just lock in the
Hmm.
feeling of enjoyment, you can kind of just
Yeah.
focus on that.
Yeah.
Uh,
I can do mine.
go for it.
Yeah, man.
All right. So I don't know who this is. It's my first time on Reddit. To be honest, I don't go on Reddit.
I didn't use
Be
Reddit
gentle.
before
It,
this.
yeah,
It's first
go
time.
easy on me, please. So it's titled "I cut off my entire friend group because they believe I'm demonically possessed. I kept to my side of the story in silence for over a year. It finally feels good to get it out, even that means it's in Reddit." All right. It's been hard to share this. It took some time to get over the initial shock of everything. I'm 30F, so I'm guess that's female, 30 years old. Was part of a close knit friend group for several years. We did everything together, and although many of them were non denominational or fundamentalist Christians, we always got along
Oh
just fine.
shit!
Oh,
I can kind
yeah.
of see where this.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
damn. That's keep going.
We got
keep going.
atheists on our hands.
I was raised Catholic. That's
Oh, okay.
based, right? Yeah, it's
Based.
nice, perfect. I'm biased. I'm Catholic myself, so I was raised Catholic, but no longer practice actively. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. Despite our religious differences, there was mutual respect, or so I thought. One day, one of my closest friends in the group, let's call her Sarah, sat me down for what she called a heart to heart. She was, yeah. Oh, okay.
Fucking
Doxed.
bitch.
Crazy.
I know.
She was clearly distressed and kept telling me she was worried about my well being. Then she dropped the bomb. She believed the demonic entity was attached to me and that she had been sensing this for over a year. She claimed the moment it started was a night we all took mushrooms together. Awesome.
So that had no impact.
Yeah, no,
What?
definitely not. According to her, I somehow brought the devil into her home. That's quite the accusation there. She told me she saw the face of the devil in a photo taken that night, laughing and mocking us. She had even brought it up to her husband, who apparently saw it and me too.
I
I
think
feel like there's some manipulation here.
I would never take
So-
shrooms with this person again.
hell no. This person, they should not be taking shrooms. Also, is the story over?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
Hey,
even
let's
close.
keep going.
Alright,
Yeah,
because I have a lot to say about this.
Mhm. It turns out she had also been discussing this with the rest of the group behind my back for months, and with her own husband for over a year. When she finally brought it to me, some of our mutual friends, including people I thought were level headed, jumped on the bandwagon. She suggested I see a priest, get an exorcism, or go back to church for a spiritual intervention. Oh, I think it might be they're trying to get her to start practicing again, maybe. I don't know, to manipulate her. I don't know.
To convert.
Yeah, well, she's already Catholic.
Oh,
She
I
doesn't
wasn't-
I
practice.
The
missed
thing
part.
that stands out to me and that's weird is like,
But no, you're probably
as-
right about that.
Mm.
as far as I understand, like when it comes to like exorcisms and like demonologists and stuff, that's all Catholicism. Like in
It does come
Christianity,
from
there's
Catholic. Yeah,
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 that's
definitely.
interesting.
So, where's my spot here? Even some of our extended friends who aren't even Christians seemed convinced something was wrong with me. As someone who still holds many core Catholic values, even though I no longer attend church, I was deeply offended. The entire experience left me feeling ganged up on and judged, not supported. Afterwards, the group dynamic shifted. I felt ostracized. I noticed people giving me side eyes, making plans without me, and treating me like I was tainted or dangerous. They even criticized me for using sage or crystals for intention setting. I don't even know what that. Calling it devil's work and saying they were genuinely worried for my soul. Just to clarify, they never said the exact words the devil's work. I was overgeneralizing in this statement. When she really expressed What she really expressed was more along the lines of deep concern that I was into that kind of stuff, and that she's seriously worried about me messing with sage/crystals because that's the devil's temptation to stray you away from the Lord. These are her real religious beliefs. Eventually, I told Sarah I needed to take a step back. Her response was, "Whenever you're ready to come back, we'll be here with open arms." She clearly believed she was coming from a place of love, and I don't doubt her sincerity. But I couldn't get past how hurt, judged, and betrayed I felt. So I made a decision. I cut ties with all of them. I unfollowed and blocked them on social media, left the group chat, and blocked the numbers. I haven't spoken to any of them in over a year. No explanation, no big confrontation, just silence. A few of the more distant friends who were involved but less intense have tried to reconnect, sending friend requests or messages. And honestly, I feel bad for some of them. I think they were just caught up in the groupthink, but part of me still feels like they had opportunities to speak up or think for themselves, and they didn't. Sarah and I had been friends for 7 years. We were extremely close. Her intervention broke my trust, even if she truly thought she was helping. I haven't responded to her attempts to reach out since. I just can't. So, Reddit, sometimes I feel guilty for cutting them off without a word and choosing not to revisit those friendships. And that's at the end of that. I thought there was a creepy twist on it, but I was wrong, and I picked a really bad story.
No,
But
that's
it's
valid.
interesting,
It
though.
is valid.
Fits because it's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
person or someone's perspective of their friend being like possessed. pretty
Yeah.
much.
I think it's interesting, like, and a lot of people do this, where, like, they'll have, like, a psychedelic experience,
Mhm.
and it's something that you just can't explain or quantify, so you're like, it's religious. It's gotta be.
It's
And
the fact
whether-
that they're already like come from that background.
Right,
So that's
right.
probably the first thing that they think of.
And I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
Yeah.
it's to look at it so definitively, like it is religious. Like it might be, it might not be, but like you're taking it on like it is, and this was the message that she's possessed. Like I don't know, it's just like she took
Yeah.
that shit and ran
like
with it.
the mindset of people who are really fundamentalists, like their experiences and everything, like they really they believe in everything that is connected to their religious beliefs and stuff. And a lot of what you see, if you're taking DMT and whatnot, it's really like, I mean, it feels very real to
Yeah,
them, and then they'll just tie it in with whatever they believe
right.
in.
Like however it fits within
Yeah.
their religion. Yeah, definitely.
The last time I took mushrooms, this was a few years ago, and it was with this girl, and she was like total hippie chick. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Immediately, yeah.
And I was having a more intense trip than she was, but she also took them like every week. So like her like
And like heavy doses.
I know. So like her
Holy moly.
so like her tolerance for them,
Mm.
like she like always had one.
She kind of was a mushroom. Like she
Honestly, yeah. But that's not tragic. But at one point, like I'm like full swing, and we're having a good time, and tracers are going crazy or whatever, and the way that her hair was, it was kind of dark in my room, and I was like, "You kind of look like a demon," and it kind of freaked her out for a second. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yo.
And then she's like, "A bad demon?" I'm like, "No,
No, a good one.
And
A
I'm
bad
like-
demon?
and I was like, "No, like a cute one or something like that."
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Still
So-
got game. Tripping his balls off, and he's got game.
But that was the last time I have taken mushrooms. It was fun. I want to do it again soon. I've been thinking about it recently because it's been
Yeah.
a while.
I think I like the level of reflection that comes from psychedelic experiences. Whether it's something like there's opportunity for them everywhere. Whether it's something that like makes you reflect, like if you're just tossed into your own mind because of the trip, or something like that. This is a situation where that girl needs to take a step back and be like, "Why the fuck did I think my friend was possessed?"
It's
Like,
I
what-
said, it's,
Alright.
it's purely because of like their background. It's the first place that her mind went to, trying to like rationalize like
But like,
something that she saw.
I kind of want people.
look what came out of it.
Yes, do stupidity. I mean,
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, it's an opportunity for her to like grow, and
but she's not
'Cause
like, but she's not like looking inward. So like she's
that's
not going
right,
to.
right. And I don't think those things like having faith and like responsibly looking at a psychedelic experience are mutually exclusive.
Mm.
Like, I don't think it's like, oh, I had this psychedelic experience, now I don't believe in God or I can't. Like, it's not like that.
So, I mean, this person said, I agree with this. The most important thing to remember about psychedelics is whatever your mindset is when you take them, that mindset will be amplified.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why it's so vital to pick your trip partners wisely.
Yeah.
It sounds like Sarah was in a state of paranoia about people outside her immediate faith group, and the trip dialed that to 1,000.
That sounds.
So,
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, debunked.
All right. I'm gonna
She's
go.
not demonic.
Damn,
Alright.
I wish. Sarah needs a little,
She's a good
little
demon.
scare.
Okay, so this
Not a
is
bad
so
one.
all of mine. Like I said before we started recording, all of mine are from Ask Reddit, but they're comments. Basically, someone is like, "Hey, I want other people's stories about this thing," and then there's just like a bunch of fucking comments, and they're like long comments. This one's from Ask Reddit, and it's a reply. Actually, I think this is a reply. Okay, but it claims here is a true story. That's what it's called. In the late 70s, my uncle was studying medicine at the University of Chicago. After a morning class, he decided that he would hitchhike back home to Lincoln Park on the north side instead of pay for a taxi. A man drove up in a Plymouth Satellite and offered my uncle a ride. The man looked normal and seemed friendly, lighthearted even. So my uncle got in the car and they started driving towards Lakeshore Drive. However, once they got there, the man drove south on Lakeshore instead of north, towards Lincoln Park.
As he do.
My uncle told the man he was going the wrong way and to turn around and head north. And the man looked at my uncle, put his hand on his knee, and said, "No, son, you're coming with me."
I don't know why. I just imagine.
Nice. What's wrong with that?
I just imagine a scenario where, out of nowhere, dude is on 10. He takes the wrong turn. He just puts a gun. He's like, "You're going the wrong way."
And smiled darkly at him.
Oh yeah, nice.
So my uncle froze in panic, and when they hit traffic near the South Shore, he quickly unlocked the passenger door and ran away without looking back. A year or two later, on a cold December day, my uncle was having coffee at a cafe with my future aunt when he caught something on TV that made his blood run cold. He saw the man that had picked him up from school that day the year before. He had been arrested for the suspected rape and killing of over 20 young men and boys.
Jesus.
The man on the television was John Wayne Gacy. And
Dude,
he had removed the door handle off the passenger side door to prevent the men he picked up from escaping. So this is basically like potentially the first victim of
what
this serial killer.
fuck?
Yeah, and he learned from that encounter and took off the handle.
Correct.
So that.
So I don't know a lot.
Oh shit.
I don't know a lot.
What year
about-
is this?
It said in the late 70s.
That makes sense.
So I don't know a lot about John Wayne Gacy, but I saw this and I was like,
That's a good one,
yeah,
dude.
Damn.
Imagine
That's
that.
crazy.
yeah.
Well, that's like, that reminds me of that one guy who Dahmer had, and he like made it out,
Hmm.
but like his brain was fucked up because of the crazy shit that he was doing to him, and he's like trying to speak to cops,
Oh,
and he just can't.
Mhm.
Fucking, they're like, "Oh." And he's like, "Oh, he's just drunk. I'm gonna take him home."
I
Like, dude, he was that close.
I
That
didn't-
close.
would you-
The thing that always gets me too is like, what advantage do these serial killers have? Because like, John Wayne Gacy, he might have been like a fighter, whatever, but the odds that he was taking out 20 people, and obviously he did, he had some kind of edge, whether it was like
Well, it's like
the element
very,
of surprise or like,
Well, the
well,
thing
like
is, with these people,
psychopaths are you typically like charismatic, very charismatic people.
it doesn't sound like he was like smooth though. Like he was like, "I'm kidnapping you," like
Yeah.
flat out.
I mean,
If someone says that to
Well,
me,
this was
I'm
his
immediately
first-
fighting.
Yeah, well, this
Like,
well,
there's
I'm
no
fucked.
like,
I'm not fighting, dude.
Dude,
I'm so
what?
sorry, man.
bro, it's
Dude.
survival. Like,
yeah, you got.
I mean, I'll try my best.
yeah,
Sure.
that's all you gotta do.
I'm
But
screwed though.
but that's what I mean though. Like, I'm assuming there was some
gotta
level
hit
of
the
like
gym.
fighting back, but how the fuck do you get away with it 20 times? If you paired me up with 20 random dudes,
It doesn't
I'm gonna
matter
lose a good
because
amount of
these
those
psychopaths
fights.
and stuff, they're impulsive. So what makes them psychopathic is they're a detriment even to themselves. So they'll just do what they want, even if it means they'll just get caught the first time. You know, and so this guy was competent enough to maybe learn from that one encounter and then
Exactly.
figure it
Yeah,
out
yeah.
from there. So that's basically what it is in a nutshell.
I'd agree.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I guess I was more so asking like, how is he bodying everyone?
Oh,
Like, is he
physically,
coming in with a weapon
I
or
mean,
like?
maybe he's 6'5" and like I don't know.
Yeah, but even yeah, true. He
You
could
don't
be like
know.
6'5" and going for people who are like 5'5", 5'6".
And you also don't want to underestimate how. Oh, this is another topic about it because I think I've heard because I would look at videos of I got interested in the whole psychopath like kind of videos and people interrogating them and their whole mindset and whatnot. And I think one of them said it's easy because people are so nice and you can
So
really
that
manipulate.
and that's
I
the
think you
thing.
mentioned that one time when we were talking about stuff like this. But
Yeah, that's kind of like what I was getting at. Like,
hmm
if someone he clearly communicated the intent to kidnap.
yeah, that was
At that
about.
point, all bets are off. I'm
Yeah,
fucking
right.
this guy up or doing the best that I can. But it seems like no one else.
Well, then again, it's also a story, and you can't put all the details in there.
Yeah,
It probably happens differently than how he remembered. Some
yeah,
details are off, but you know what I mean. Yeah,
it's
but
crazy though.
you
Either way,
know,
that'd be a scary situation to be in.
people are nice, and
I think that's ultimately what it is. Like, I think people don't like making waves, even if they're being like inconvenienced
mm-hmm.
and it's like I understand that, but I feel like there's also a level at which it's like you're okay with this, like what?
Yeah, yeah. Some people they'll look past yellow flags, red
Mm.
flags. Obviously, like you were saying. I
Yeah,
mean, you're
Yeah,
fine
like
right away
yeah,
once you see
giving
one.
the
But
person like the benefit of the doubt.
yellow
Yeah.
flags, people, especially if they're really agreeable, they'll turn.
Yeah.
They won't care.
dude,
They
imagine
won't
being in
care.
that car and he's just like, no, son,
Oh, dude.
you're
I'd be
coming
like,
with me.
I'd be like, get your fucking hand
Yeah,
off
I'd be
me.
like, don't touch me.
Dude,
Don't touch me, gay
man.
boy. I don't know.
Wait, do that again.
I felt movement. I feel movement.
We totally just clipped the
That
fuck
was
out of
good.
the microphone on that one.
It's all good.
All right, Justin, it's back to you.
This one comes from Paranormal. My grandpa didn't know he was dead. About 10 or so months ago.
Do any of us?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Now we're getting philosophical.
Yeah.
About 10 or so months ago, my grandfather died. It was a sudden death that resulted in a car crash. He never knew it happened. About 2 weeks or so later, I had a dream. He was sitting at his kitchen table, saw me, and asked, I guess, so they gave their Reddit account, Cafe Dreamer, where am I? What's going on? I looked at him and said, you died. He responded with, oh, okay. He didn't really seem too surprised by the news. He went on to say that he keeps seeing this white light and that he doesn't know what it is, but that it keeps calling to him. I told him that it's a good place where his brother and mother are, that it's peaceful and full of love, that they're waiting for him and would very much like to see him again. But then I told him in a very important way that it was his choice. He didn't have to go and could wait as long as he wanted. He thought about it for a moment and said he was going to wait a while. I cried, and he started to make himself a comfortable home. Then I woke up. I truly believe I got to communicate with him after he died, and that he needed me to tell him that he had died. I feel like that one is similar to the no sleep subreddit. It could be fake, but I mean, there's also a dream.
Yeah, I don't know. Your subconscious sometimes shows you what you want to see as well.
Your subconscious also knows what you need.
True.
So, like, she might not have consciously knew, like, in order to heal, I need this level of closure. Right.
I can definitely see that, like, coming to fruition in a dream or whatever. Yeah. Dude, I had a dream, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days ago, and it was, I was, like, doing, like, a cover. Who has their ringer
That's
on?
my bad.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, I had a dream that I was like part of like a Ozzy Osbourne cover, or it was like a Black Sabbath song. And then halfway through, the people around me slowly started changing the lyrics to Kanye West's most recent song about fucking Hitler, and it was so fucking And then I woke up and I'm like, so like, why did I
Is
like
that-
have a dream about that?
Is that when you realized you were a Nazi, or was it?
Shut the fuck up. No, I just like was like,
Like, that is a weird ass dream.
that's what I'm saying. Like, because I don't like I heard that song in like a meme or something, and that's all I know it from.
Yeah.
And I also haven't been listening to like Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne recently, so it's weird that my subconscious made a mashup of two different songs. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It was ridiculous.
That is impressive, though.
I was slightly, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know.
Like, I
what to
played
think
the
about
fuck out of it. I think that's one thing that gets me too, like I said Me Too movement. I think that's one thing that gets me about the subconscious, like the fact that your conscious mind, I feel like that is like what you are, right? Like that's
Yeah.
what you operate on, like day to day.
We're getting into some Carl Jung
Yeah.
topics here and ideas and
Is that the id and I
no,
forget
that's
the other
Freud.
one. Oh, that is Freud. Okay.
I think. Right, Jung is about the self, subconscious.
I thought that was like the shadow.
Anima, the shadow,
Yeah. Okay.
all that. So what's you got to integrate what is subconscious into your I'm not gonna pretend I'm smart enough to discuss.
Dude, yeah, I took one
Carl
psychology class like 10 years ago.
That guy is wild, but he did take a lot of interest in people's dreams, and he would like find like mythological and narrative structures in people's dreams, and oftentimes he can help people with their
Do you think
issues in
that like
therapy.
has any significance?
With people's
Like
dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you think they always do?
No. Well,
I don't think always. Like,
No.
I definitely don't.
I
think
read
always.
something today that eating cheese before you go to sleep can cause nightmares. So, like,
Dairy, man.
cheese, man.
that's
Don't eat
scary. That's
cheese,
scary,
folks.
dairy.
Cheese. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I think it depends on what kind of person you are. If you're someone who's high in openness and you have lots of vivid dreams and stuff, it could be very useful to
Gain some
deconstruct
insight,
them and look into them and stuff like that, and have help with a therapist who's into that kind of stuff and can help with that.
I definitely, in that regard, would be I wouldn't be providing anything. I think it's just because my sleep schedule is like kind of fucked up right now.
Dude, me too.
I could not tell you the last time I had a dream or like remembered it. It's been probably a couple weeks, maybe a month.
Yeah, I think as you get older, I think it happens less to you.
A big part of it is also like substances. Like if you drink or smoke, like regularly, it also diminishes how often you have
vivid dreams.
Yeah, exactly. But once you stop, they kind of come back like full swing, and you have like really intense
Holy
dreams.
shit.
Yeah. Specifically with smoking, I know. After about like if you like smoke every day for like a long period of time, you tend to not have vivid dreams, from my understanding. But once you stop and like it's mostly out of your system, your brain is kind of tries to make up for that lost time. So you have like really intense dreams for like the first like few couple weeks once it's like out of your system.
Yeah.
I've definitely, I feel like I have had some experiences with that back when I used to smoke a lot more often, and then I would go through phases where I wouldn't. Yeah. But
I don't know why this topic made me think of sleep paralysis. Have you guys experienced that?
So,
no, man, I'm glad
with sleep paralysis, you have it every time you fall asleep, but it's only when you are conscious and you like observe that you can't move. That's only happened to me once, and that was probably a year ago. It was pretty freaky.
There was probably like it was either a month or two. It was a pretty long period of time. I want to say it was a month. Where probably 4, maybe 5 times a week,
Bruh.
I was getting sleep paralysis, and it was horrifying. I actually I learned, because I'll get it like every now and again, not too frequently now, but I learned to just keep my eyes closed the entire time. I know that I have it because there's always this, I don't really feel my body so much. It's more of like, one, I'm conscious and aware, but there's this noise
It's like a weird like in between
It's like
state.
yeah,
thanks.
it kind of sounds like your ears are ringing.
Oh,
But it's like it's pretty loud. You don't really question it though. Like you just kind of notice it. You're not like, oh, it's just like there. But anytime that happens, I'm like, okay, I have sleep paralysis. So I never open my eyes. But
if you did, your imagination would
so
fill
there
the
was
dark areas and
all right. Let me set
would
the
it
scene.
or no?
It used to. I would see like
Oh
figures.
man, dude,
Yeah.
no thanks.
But this one
No
time
thanks,
in
man.
particular, so this was the house that I lived before.
Hmm.
It was like when I had first moved in. It was like the first month or two that I was there, and my little sister was like afraid to sleep on her own. Like she was young, and it was a new place, so she was sleeping in my room. So I had a bed, and then I also had like this futon, so she would just like sleep on that. And I got pretty used because it was like pretty much a daily thing that she would sleep in my room. So I got used to her being in there. And there was this one night, again, I had sleep paralysis, but I was like adjusting. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to open my eyes at all.
You were adjusting?
Sarah makes that joke a lot. So
Really?
I like that, yeah. So I was like, I'm not.
I love it, man. I love it.
I was like, I'm not going to open
That's a
my
good
eyes
one.
at all. I was like, it's whatever. And this was the first time I heard dialogue. So I always do this thing. I don't open my eyes, and then I'll just try to move in any way that I can. Because as soon as that happens, like once I start moving, I'm like, okay, I woke up. But I was like trying to wake up. I'm like moving around, trying to move around and just do anything to wake up. And I hear a little girl's voice. She goes, so it got me for two reasons.
Oh man, no thanks.
She goes, "Oh, he's trying to wake up."
Oh, fuck no.
Dude,
No.
it freaked me the fuck out. As
Okay.
soon as,
That would wake me up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
so I woke up shortly after that, and I think because I was kind of like still in like a hazy kind of like just woke up from sleep,
Mhm.
I like assumed that it was my little sister, and I looked over and I was like, oh fuck, she didn't sleep in here tonight.
Damn,
So I was just
bro.
like, all right, that's fucked up. I'm gonna sleep with the lights on tonight.
Yeah. Do you have any more?
No, I don't. No,
Okay. I got one more. That does remind me, before I get into this one's pretty short, not much to say about it, but that reminds me of this one time I was spending the night at a friend's house. Didn't really know her that well. Her name was Casey. I haven't seen her in years.
Shout out Casey.
No idea what she's doing. She lives in Pennsylvania, and like the border between PA and
I know this.
the border between her house and Maryland is like in her backyard. Like you can like throw a rock and it will go over the border. It's kind of wild. But I was spending the night at her house with our other mutual friend.
Hippie, right?
No. This Andy.
Oh, okay.
She was our mutual friend. That's how I knew Casey.
Yeah.
So Andy and I were spending the night at this girl's house, and I think it was the second time I had met her or something, but she was cool. I was like, whatever. And, we're watching like a horror movie, and we start getting like these weird texts, or I start getting these weird texts. And it's kind of like, they start off saying like, mentioning like the address or the street that we're on, just weird stuff like that. And then, like,
So how did the conversation start? Did they just
I
slide in
have
like,
no-
"Yo, what's up"?
No, it was just some random number, and they just like started mentioning like the street that we were on. I'm pretty sure. And at first, my immediate reaction is like, it's one of these guys, but neither of them are on their phone. To this day, I still don't know who this is. But power goes off. We're watching this horror movie, As Above, So Below. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
The
No, I
movie's
haven't.
pretty freaky.
Yeah.
It's a good movie though, and so that was my first time watching it. But we're watching that, and then the power goes out. We're also drinking a little bit. Power goes out, and then I still keep getting these texts. And I decided to then tell the two girls I was with. I decided to tell them, I was like, "Hey, I don't know if it's one of you guys, but I'm getting these weird fucking texts. Are either you doing it?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, well, it's like mentioning like what street we're on, and it's also like mentioning like
Well-
both of your names."
Whoa.
So
That's crazy.
So
Okay.
Name dropping is
yeah,
insane.
and so power is out, and then both of them are like start getting
Maybe a
creeped
jealous
out.
guy.
What'd you say?
Maybe a jealous guy.
I have no idea, but so both of them start getting
I don't
creeped
know.
out.
He's
I
like,
don't know.
"Jeremy, you're with two girls right now. What the fuck?"
Yeah, man.
So I foolishly decided to I get a few more texts, and then I decide to tell them again. I'm like, hey, like, if it's one of you, can you knock it off? Like, this person's like starting to, continuously texting me. I block the number, and I start getting weird texts from another number, and then I do that a few more times, and it's just like a new number. So I don't know
What the
how
fuck?
you even go about that, or if it's like through like an app or something. But
You're getting hacked, dude.
I don't know. So
ChatGPT.
what
I need you
happened
to
Back then?
harass my friend.
So
When
then
was
they
this? When was this again? Sorry,
Oh.
kind of-
at least 5 years ago, maybe. I
Damn.
think it was like 6 or 7. It was a while ago,
Hmm.
and then they start. Andy starts falling asleep, and then I start getting texts in a language I don't recognize, and I looked it up, and it like at one time they just sent like a single word, and I don't know what it was, but it translated. It was like Greek for like demon or devil or something. It was just really weird stuff. And then
What
An-
the fuck?
Andy was starting.
This can make a better story than whatever we were reading. You should put that on Reddit, man.
Well, so and the other thing is nobody else was in the house. Like it was just the three of us. And Andy's falling asleep, and then I get a text and it says, "Don't let her fall asleep." So I don't know. Here's the
Yo.
thing. Here's the thing, though. The
Yes.
other girl that I'm with, she's like freaked out, and she's like not. She's like trying to like stay like awake because she's like freaked out. And I to this day I still have no idea who's texting me.
How did you sleep?
Her and I stayed up all night.
Okay, yeah. Good
Mostly
move.
just
Fuck that.
chilling.
But that's the part that gets me, though. Don't let her. I'd be like,
That's really
So this is when I started to get creeped out because I was just staying up just to like make this person feel comfortable.
Hmm.
Andy fucking like she's like fully asleep, like laying down in bed. Like at this point we're all in the same bed, but Andy's like laying down and
just unfazed.
she rises up like
No
this,
fucking-
eyes still closed. And Casey and I are like, what the fuck?
She just did that?
Yeah, and then
Dude, what? I would have left.
oh, dude, so that's the thing. I didn't drive there. We took Casey's car. I couldn't leave if I wanted to.
That is a horror movie.
I know.
That's insane.
And like it's like pitch black. Like none of the street lights are on. Like it's like
Yeah. And yeah, you're
We
PA.
were-
That's like the middle of nowhere,
a
dude.
yeah. And so she's like sitting up on the edge of bed. She like stands up and she's like trying to walk, and we have to like.
Jeremy just like.
So we had to like shake her awake and be like, and she went back to sleep after that, and it was
Dude.
weird. And then the other girl and I think Tyra does come back on, or something, because we ended up watching like Rick and Morty for a little while.
nice.
Just puts on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I don't know. It was just creepy as fuck. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Nothing.
The only dude, I don't have a story anywhere near that creepy. The only paranormal sort of thing I've experienced, it was one of my great friends when I used to live in Bel Air. We watched Paranormal Activity together, and that was freaky. I was like, must have been like 12 around that time, and
It was like
that was like
first
one of
came
my
out.
first like horror movies I watched. So I was definitely freaked out by it.
Mm.
And our dog, I remember we were in our basement just hanging out.
He starts
and-
speaking.
That would be crazy.
Michael, help me.
Dude,
Release me from my chains.
if anything, I'd be like, you can talk. That's awesome. But no, it was my dog started barking at the wall, and
Ah,
I
I
had
like that.
no idea what she was doing
Yeah.
and why. And
Yeah, what's
like,
up with
what-
that? Why? Like, I feel like in the paranormal community, people are like, "Oh, animals can
pets?
see spirits."
Well,
Like, why?
yeah. Well, the dogs definitely, because they
Like,
don't
why is there...
they don't sense like, oh, there's something like they just act right, and they can hear and they can smell,
Animal
they can
instinct.
sense, they have instincts, right? And so that
Some
whole
dogs-
idea that we know makes it scary because we think we fill in the blanks because we can't sense. what
Okay,
they,
so
you
you're
know what I
saying
mean?
like they don't actually see anything.
Well,
I'm like, these motherfuckers can't. They only see in gray, but they can
Yeah.
see dead people.
Well, some
well,
dogs
there's
can sense
smell and hear and
like cancer on people.
Yeah,
and diseases.
I heard a
and stuff
story
like
about
that.
a woman who could. Well, no,
Yeah.
I think it was diabetes.
Oh.
Oh,
She could smell
wow.
diabetes on people, which is
So-
Oh, what the fuck?
yeah,
The
interesting.
fact that we know that especially dogs can sense things that we can't, and when they start acting in a weird
Right,
way that we
right.
can't explain, then we you know,
You know that
we
just sounds
project
like
and
the fear of the unknown.
yeah, pretty much.
That
Yeah, that's what
encompasses
it
like
is.
a lot of things.
That's
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Right.
that's horror in general. That's like the core of it, pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna run through this next story. This one's
I forgot you had that one.
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
short. And there's not much to say about it. I feel like. So it's just called True Story. It's from Axe Reddit. It's comments again. My friend's dad used to haul shopping carts from Western Washington to Eastern Washington for repair. So like weird and random, but then bring repaired ones back. He did this driving a semi with trailer. One summer, my friend rode with him and told me about what happened on a stretch of rural highway. They're on the road and my buddy is starting to doze off. Head in the middle of the road is a box. He, the grammar here. He dad says.
He dad.
He dad.
oh, like his dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
So I'll just.
He dad.
He dad says.
Don't correct it. Just say
No,
it
I'm
verbatim. And
Hey,
that'll
want
be
me to
great.
hit? Hey, want me to hit that box? And he just kind of grunts and shrugs and closes his eyes. A few seconds later, he wakes up because the rig is screaming to a stop and his dad is yelling something while he jumps out. He, my friend, doesn't know what the hell is going on. He gets out his side of the cab and looks back down the road where his dad is running. His dad is chasing and yelling at two little kids. The box is kicked up sideways. The kids were in the damn box.
Holy shit.
He swerved around it at the last second because he felt weird about the box. It was 14 years ago he told me about this. I've never driven over a bag or box since then.
Is that not Darwinism? Dude.
Yeah.
They were
Survival.
so
That's
fucking dumb.
Dude, it's like, who do you think you are, a solid snake? Like, what the fuck?
And like, what's the outcome there?
I don't know, just boredom. But
You're gonna make it's a gamble. You're either gonna make a car swerve or you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
that's wild. Do you guys want to do that?
No. Pass. So,
What do
yeah,
I
that's...
get if we survive?
What do you get? What do you want, Mike? Like,
I want a lot of things, man.
I'll give you one.
Just you, man. Just you.
Just me? Holy
Yeah.
fuck! I feel like I won the lottery.
For at least a week.
I can do
Just
a week.
kidding.
Learning a lot about Mike right now. His ulterior motives. Like, oh, you have a podcast. Sure, I'll come on.
Hey.
And
Yeah,
Justin's
man.
on it.
Yeah. So that's all we got for that. So any conclusions for this episode? You guys want to mention anything?
Final thoughts. I think I like the spooky theme.
Yeah, it'll be fun to. I think we should revisit this again for like Halloween or October.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Oh, dude, we're festive, so it's gonna be good.
And I'll actually pick a scary story this time. And
Yeah,
make it
that's good.
creepy. It was more of like a drama
Yeah.
than anything else. But
All
it
right.
was definitely
So
interesting.
hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We'll see you again next week, and yeah, we'll keep working on a name. Or please, any suggestions? No one has left a suggestion yet.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
still
fine.
too early.
I know.
It's-
Yeah, we don't have much of
Yeah.
a following, so.
But if you've been watching or it's your first time watching, thank you. Keep
Yes.
coming back.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.